Hi, I'm Chip Linsbigler. I'm the Senior Electrical Technician here at M&T Bank Stadium, home of the world champion Baltimore Ravens. I'm responsible for all the electrical and the lighting here. Our lights do not go out during any large events. Thank you. This is the lighting control system. It's called Microlight by a company called Musco. They're out in the Midwest. This is how I control all the lights in the building. You can see on the main screen here, you can see the side profile of the building with all the different levels. On each level, I have control over things such as all the restrooms and concessions, the video boxes on the upper deck, ramps and stairs, elevator lobbies. Also can control the televisions just power-wise on and off, so that we can minimize our usage here through actual direct control or through the field lights are controlled from here as well. All this is done via remote panels that are scattered throughout the building. There are 33 control panels that are all linked to this server duty computer. Just by doing some basic programming here over the last couple of years, we've managed to shave the electric bill from approximately $1.9 million per year to we are down to just under $1.1 million a year for electric bill, just through deprogramming certain things that aren't necessary, or paring down the groupings to where only the lights that absolutely need to be. We're very proud of that fact that we need certification. I think that's a great thing that a stadium this size, is a building this size with this many square feet, this many restrooms and concessions, and this much power usage can actually achieve a LEED certification. That's pretty much what I do here. Take care of this microlight system that operates the building, and then myself and my helper, we go through the building, change out whatever burnt out light bulbs there are, and handle any other electrical issues that crop up, be it a tripped breaker or a bad extension cord, or something more serious. A lot of our reduction in energy cost has come through using more efficient lighting fixtures. It means going from a T12 fixture to a T8 fixture, lower wattage bulbs. Instead of using a 40-watt bulb, we use 32-watt bulbs. They have the equivalent light output, but they have a lot lower energy usage. We changed all the PAR floodlights in the elevators. Considering the number of cars versus the number of lights, we figured we'd drop, over the life of the LED bulbs, we've saved $25,000 in energy, and which more than covers the $3,200 it cost to put the bulbs in initially. And that is where a lot of our big energy savings, electricity savings, has come from.
Hi, my name is Rob Props. I'm the Building Automation System Specialist at M&T Bank Stadium. I also do HVAC work. 30 years experience in HVAC trade. I'll show you what we do. What we do here, my job in the morning, is I'll come in, check my email. In that email list, we have a calendar, which will have every scheduled event for either upcoming week, weekend, games, whichever it may be. This here computer does all the scheduling, controls all the HVAC in the building, be it a suite, club level, locker rooms, I mean, you name it, we control it. Like Chip was saying earlier, we've cut a lot of costs by not running the building as they did in the past. In the past, they ran the building 24/7. It was ungodly what they spent in electric bills here. Now we only run certain areas on a daily schedule, which would only be the main kitchen, 2 other partners in the building, and our operations office. So on a daily basis, we may have 6 to 10 units running in a day versus 150, not including smaller units that we have, just a larger. This here's the stadium. What we do I was to schedule, we have a schedule tab which brings up every schedule in the building for every air handler, fan coil, everything in the building. There's those. For instance, if I wanted to pull up club level, which is, our building's broken up into quads, A quad, B quad, C quad, and D quad. We have north, south, northeast, everything in the building. What we would do is we would schedule the event. We put a date, name it, date it, however, whatever day it would be, say July 1st, and you'd actually put time in there for which time you wanted to go on. The event would come, we would normally start smaller units an hour before, give them a chance to catch up by the time it gets occupied with people in there, that it's cool or heated, whichever it may be. The smaller locker rooms, suites, the large areas, the club level areas, we start 2 to 3 hours earlier. So it's such a large area. I mean, our air handler's probably moving close to 10,000 CFM, which is a lot of air moving. So we have to start them early to get air moving up through the space. But I can control anything in the building from here. Like I said, we only run. This is how it's broken up into sections. Right now, you're in B quad, lower section, which then we go to any air handler in this quad, which is 6 levels. It's everything up from the service level all the way to the upper deck. That would schedule everything. This would be the locker room, the Ravens locker room. This is actually on now because we have construction going on in the building, and they're using the far end of the locker room, the media press conference room, as a construction meeting place. So we've been running for them for air for them. This basically tells me I can outdoor air temperature and the space temperatures, what temperature it's returning to the air handler, what it's supplying out. That's pretty much all. Does a lot of different things. There's the HVAC in the building. Me being the only one here right now, I tend to be doing all of this and the HVAC work. We have a contractor that comes in basically every day and helps me. He mainly does a lot of the PMs as far as filter changes, which are done quarterly, some annually. And we also have some that are monthly, so we're constantly changing filters. We just went through a new, as Chip was saying, with the lead certification. We had to have a commissioning agent come in. We commissioned the whole building again. We had a balancer come in to balance the building to let us know what needed to be done to make that certification happen. So we spent probably a better part of 6 months tweaking everything, getting everything right, filtration, CFMs up on the units that needed CFMs up or backing down on some. That certification is pretty important to Maryland Saving Authority and the Baltimore Ravens. Come game day on a Sunday, we're in here 5 hours before game time. I hit the game day schedule. That one schedule will operate the entire building. Brings everything on in stages. The smaller units come on later. The main schedule, club levels, stuff like that, the larger stuff, they're on earlier. So it just stages everything on. So come game time, the stadium should be leveled out. By the time the fans get in here, they come in, gates open 2 hours before. Usually 2 hours before the game, we're pretty much coasting. Playing over at Oriole Park, we have no chiller here. All our water's actually comes from over there. They get, on any given day, this is our chilled water graphic. On any given day, like right now, we're receiving 378 tons of cooling, which is a lot of cooling. Basically because we don't have any events going, but we have, like I said, we have normal everyday offices that are being ran, departments, kitchen. On a game day, that'll be up around 2,000, which is a lot. I mean, it's a lot of water. So they basically control the chilled water from there. We get, all we have here are three chilled water pumps. We'll run those pumps and we'll supply our building with water, and it'll all return back over to there to be cooled down again and sent back over again. As far as heating, we're steam heated. We get our steam from a supplier in Baltimore. It's not, they supply steam. We have a steam plant, our hot water plant, which monitors, get to it. All we have here, we have 2 converters down in the steam room. We have 4 pumps that supply the building. So we mainly maintain, we'll see what kind of temperature we have to the building, make sure we have enough steam. If it's not, we get on a horn and say, hey, we need more steam our building's not keeping up, or so forth. We also have a field heating system, which we do heat the field. That's work in progress right now because we're in the process of changing over the control system for that system. We also have a leak in one of the zones. We have 6 zones out on the field. One of them have a leak right now, so we're trying to get that leak fixed before the season starts. But we can probably heat the field up to about 70 degrees on a cold day, which that's why you see a lot of fields where you see the steam coming off the field when it's real cold. That's why. This is one of our basic, one of our smaller air handlers in the building. This one here particularly controls the Ravens locker room. It's chilled water coming in. Like I said, it turns back out, goes to Oriole Park, chilled back down. We also have the hot water source steam. Actually, I'm sorry, this isn't steam, it's hot water. We have a steam converter down in the steam room that converts the steam, heats the hot water, and sends everything back up here to hot water. Basically, everything's worked off zone temperature. We have a zone set point of 70 degrees, 75 degrees. There's a heating valve, cooling valve right here. This will modulate, open or close to allow hot water or cold water into the coil. The fan blows cold black heat or cooling into the space, and as that temperature satisfies, that'll back down and close off. Basically, same thing for heating, which is a larger. It's back further. You see it back there. That's a larger valve over there. As I was talking about in there with the control system, this is the controller here that controls this unit, which talks to the front end where we were just at. I can manipulate any point. I can tell the dampers to open, dampers to close, raise and lower the set point in the space. That simple little controller controls this unit, and it's the brain of the control system for this unit.